Today, Safaree said, well, checkmate. Now, Safaree went. Now, I was minding my business. And I saw a clip from Live Bites. Safaree did like a 30-minute YouTube video accusing Erica child of all kind of shit. Now let me share my screen because I wanted to be sure y'all could, hear it. So to see the full thing, go to Safaree YouTube. Okay, we're gonna have a little clip right here. So that's Safaree's house. That's him without a shirt on. That's the two kids walking around, and that's Erica. So he's on the phone with the police, he says. You see her walking around, knocking on doors. So this is the video. After that, the heartbeat.
Putting myself first because
Now I sped it up a little bit, but listen, y'all.
Either going to end up in jail or worse because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent.
Now, I'm not saying Safaree isn't also an immature person or whatever. What I am saying is there's a difference between him being a corny person on camera and in real life. Erica is this mean, aggressive, angry person. And to me, I do wonder why did she come and flip out? This is a one-sided thing, but I still feel like even when I'm pissed, I can't see myself being aggressively violent around my children. I can't see myself, unless I'm in defense of my children, unless I'm beating ass for my kids, I can't see, and I say this from a place of having, like, my mom divorced my bio father when I was, again, first grade or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So Ronnie wasn't always a good person. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact at least one time, child, my mom had to just go. What is that? So I'm speaking from the experience of a child whose parents were at odds because Ronnie was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Back then. So I don't want anyone saying, well, you don't know because you ain't got kids. I was a kid and I also have my own opinion. I cannot see myself being violent towards my ex-husband, towards my baby father in front of my children. Is my point.
When you have children with somebody who, at the end of the day, it shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. When you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 to 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else.
Now he's talking about Erica's oldest son, who, as far as we knew, lived with Erica's mama. And so him saying, we were together for 3 years. And in those 3 years, her son wasn't even around us. Now, some folk can say, why bring her son into it? I do feel like folk thought in the beginning, one, Erica, you see how goofy he is. Why you with him? And folks saying, was sorry, you saw she wasn't in her oldest son's life. You know what I'm saying? There were red flags for both of them in the beginning.
But when you aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out, and the two of you are just like in a weird space and everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids, like, I'm not gonna subject myself to that. My kids have never, ever seen me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
So, again, you see the little part at the bottom. It's in the kids are in the car. That's Erica supposedly getting in the car, fussing.
You're dead to me. Yeah, you are too. You is dead. You're gonna leave me longer than I need you. No. Before I need you. Remember that. Nice flow, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. You too, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other two kids are gonna be miserable just like you. Oh, fuck all of y'all. Go ahead. Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All of y'all. Go ahead. All because of you. All because of you. All because of you.
I don't argue.
And again, we are only seeing what he's showing us. However, we also can't avoid or ignore what he's saying is happening just because he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part about both individuals can be individuals. However, maybe Erica will play stuff too and show him being crazy in front of the kids too. This is my thing. Erica and Safaree fussing with each other one-on-one. I don't care. Them two fussing one-on-one. I don't care. Because y'all are two adults. So if she has evidence of Safaree fussing at her, but the kids ain't around, then I don't care about that. But seeing her act this way in front of her children, to me, is crazy. That doesn't mean that when she's not pissed off or flat at the end that she's a great mom. However, it's still horrible that even in her times of frustration, aggravation, pissed offity at Safaree, she don't think, well, let me not act a fucking fool for my kids. You know what I'm saying? To me, as a parent, because I'm sure there are plenty of times when my mama wants to crack Ronnie upside his head, but I never saw my mom fly off the handle, even in the dumbest with my bio father. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point you want to protect your children.
That's just not in me. It's just done off of spite and being malicious intent on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like that. You know, when people look at me, I don't look like I'm carrying stress. I don't look like I'm losing weight. I don't look like I'm just harboring so much hate inside me that it physically begins to show. I was filming Love and Hip Hop, Miami, and I had my kids here calling, oh, where the kids at? What are they doing? Oh, you better not be filming with the kids. Oh. First of all, I've never filmed with the kids.
So, again, he was live for like, not live, it was like a 30-minute video. I took some notes. Now, they're in court now. And he said, again, he said, well, he didn't say on here, but let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Because I wonder how many views the video has now. Because that was earlier. Let me go to it, child. Let me go to it. What is it? Oh, it now has 40. It has almost 30,000 views now. And again, it says, you know, Safaree story time. The truth about being a deadbeat. My personal review. So this is what he had earlier. When I watched, I think it had maybe 1,000 views. That he had just posted it. Okay, but it's up. Child, and switch the screen. Hold on. Okay. Wait, where is it? I'm so dumb. It's right here. So, you know, that's the thing right there. So they are currently in court to get things handled. Again, here where he made sure to do his words and this and that and that and this, I do feel like he was like, not today, baby. Not today. But he did say again, after being with her, he was then able to talk to her son. Her son is 16 years old, and she asked the son, well, why didn't you ever live with your mom? And he said, the 16-year-old son said, if I had to live with my mama, I would kill myself. I said, well, goddamn. Okay. He also brought up how, again, when he got together, he was asking her why the son don't live with her. He said at that point in time, she kept making up excuses. He wished she would have paid more attention in the beginning because he would have saw red flags. He said how the reason he stayed with her because he said, I thought I can make her happy and less angry than she was in life before, but that ain't work. He said she tries to micromanage me or whatever. That while he feels he's a great parent, because if he was not a great parent, she would not allow him to take the kids to Jamaica with him. He said, so she knows it's not that I'm a bad father. He said, however, she won't let me have them as often because she tries to micromanage me and be a part of what's going on, and I don't allow her to do that. So that's why he does not see them as much. He said he told her that he would never, ever come to her house again because of how she reacts. He said, I don't want to go to her house and then I get arrested or whatever, or something happens and I get in trouble. He said, so for that reason, I told her I would never, ever go to her house again, even to get my kids. He said, if I can't get my kids from a mutual location, meet her something like, I'm not going to her house. And sometimes she would just want me to come over there and I'm not coming over there. He said, so if we can't meet anywhere mutually, I don't get my kids. And that's why he says in court, he said court is not just for child support, it's also for him to get, like, I guess, structured visitation. So that way he doesn't have to, I guess, be on her time. I'm not sure. He brings up how Erica was sending naked photos. He said Erica was sending naked photos of him to his mom and his sister. Because at that point in time, him and her were still messing around. So while he's sleeping, she would like take photographs of him like in the bed or whatever. And she would send those photos to his mom and his sister. Like, see, he wants y'all to think I'm a bad person, why you still fucking me? I was like, now why would you send a lady? Why would you do that? That's crazy. He also brought up how she will stalk his mama, the sister, women he may have been dealing with, again, since they've been divorced, how she was harassing people or whatever, and how he feel like she has, because she's the woman, people believe her. And so he had been quiet all this time. He said he's tired of being quiet or whatever. He's tired of the bullshit or whatever. He wants to speak the truth. Now, again, it was a long video. I want to show y'all because it was, let's see, Erica. So he posted this. This is all the stuff he posted in this thing about Erica. That's Erica getting a ladder to climb Safaree's gate. I said, now, bitch, and flip-flops. Now, I mean, did he kidnap the kid? Now, if he kidnapped your kids, I get that. Okay? But again, the footage shows her jumping his gate and then at his door trying to get in. Now, again, there is no audio, so we do not know what she's saying besides Safaree open the door. This was allegedly at like 5 o'clock in the morning and stuff. We don't know the context of why she jumped the fence, of why she in the flip-flops and stuff. We don't know. Again, I said maybe he took the kid. I don't know. And then this is the footage. This is from May. Okay. In May, where is it? I wish it was audio. Now this is either May 6th of 2024 or June 5th of 2024. And it's her. He said he's on the phone with the police. You see both kids is right there. But again, we also know that sometimes people will antagonize you and not show what led up to you being upset. I don't. Okay, we can only see what we see, but again, we don't know what led up to this. We don't know what he did to piss her off. We don't know why he got nothing. Okay, what we do know is the two kids are present, and in my opinion, if he on the phone, take your kids and leave. Like, I'm not even finna argue with you in front of my kids. I'm gonna take my kids and leave, and I will beat your ass later if need be. But this is what he showed of her being the aggressor at this point in time. Her blocking the door, her following him around the house. Again, the kids is right there, you know, and stuff. And this is boom. My point is, even if he provoked her, the reason she's wrong is because in this moment, the kids is right there, and she is being the person being violent towards him. And get the kids out of there. So again, she's still following him around. He's on the phone allegedly. The kids still like, what we supposed to do? Mommy, daddy, what's going on? Okay. Now, at some point, you will see her like start knocking stuff off the table. And again, he's walking around. If you look in the corner by the table, the down on the table, that's a nice table. It's a nice table, you know. But you'll see the daughter walking the frame first. I think the daughter walking the frame first. He on the phone, so there go the daughter, and then you will see Erica walk up from the side and starts knocking shit off the table. And if you pay attention, y'all, because as she knocks stuff off the table and then walks around, she's holding the kids' book bags. The book bag knocked the daughter in the head. Ma'am, you so concerned with knocking shit over, you hit your child in the head with the book bag. Foolishness. Then said, come on, God, come on, kids, let's go. Child, kids is in pajamas with no shoes on. Now this is the front of the house. She knocking shit over the front of the house. She knocks over the statues, which then shatters and breaks. Kids walking over the shit barefoot. The babies cut their foot. The babies can cut their feet. I said, man. And again, I'm gonna say it, and I don't care. I'm not saying that man did not provoke her. I'm not saying that whatever happened before this, I'm not saying, because we can't hear what's being said or whatever. All I'm saying is, when my kids is around, I'm not finna fuck with you. If you in the other room talking on the phone, I'm not taking my time knocking shit over with my kids right here. That stuff I'll do if it's just me and you. If it was just him and her there, and the kids was not there, and she was acting, I would say, man, look, what are you saying? What are you doing? Because to me, there's a difference in two adults arguing who are grown, and he an asshole and she an asshole, whatever, and you pissed and you, because y'all know, I've tossed shit out the windows. I ran over stuff. Okay. But that was when me and dude was fussing, and it's just me and him arguing. I'm pissed. So I fully understand you being pissed. This nigga didn't piss you off and set you off and taunted you and made you mad. And you like, okay, I was also in my 20s, not 42. And you pissed and you knocking shit over. I've knocked shit over plenty of times in my earlier years. However, I've never done that in front of my dude's children. I would never do that in front of the DJ or my god kids. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. I would never do that in front of my dude's kids. I would not. I can't. Because my thought process is always the kids seeing it. And to me, the kids right here, and she child knocking shit over, hitting the baby. I said, wait a minute. I said, did she hit the baby in the head? I said the damn book bags hit the baby in the head. I said, no, Jesus. And then once she walked out the house, did not even, child, let me grab my kids' hands. No, she went out front, knocked over some more shit that broke over, and then let the kids walk barefoot to her car in their pajamas because mama's crazy. Now, that don't mean Safaree ain't did something at some point to piss her off. That don't mean Safaree's perfect. That does not mean that she's not reacting to him, but there's a difference in you reacting to what someone did to you solo dolo and you reacting to what someone did to you in front of your children. Because there's nothing that you can say to me when my kids are right here that would have, because kids see that shit and they then think it's normal. The fact that the kids are not crying or upset, they're just walking around regular because they're used to seeing that shit. That's regular for them. I'm not climbing ladders, bitch, to get in your house. Again, unless he took the kids from her, unless he kidnapped the kid, and if he did, call the police. Call the police. Police. Do that. But there's never a time I'm gonna get a ladder, climb the wall, and the crazy part is she looks distraught, a bit insane here, looking in and banging on the door. Since Safaree, now I'm like, again, it looks like it's nighttime. It's nighttime. The kids should be asleep. Now, maybe it's his week with the kids and she calling him and he ain't answering and she pissed because you won't answer the phone. But ma'am, and I'm going to say this and I mean it. Because we said this with Melody. If while the parent's time, if you keep calling me and I know you don't want shit, I don't have to keep answering your call, but it also don't mean you to come climb my wall and look at my door. No, he clipped together different. He's showing different times of her doing shit. He's showing the one time of her climbing the wall, and then this is the time she came in the daytime, child, and was in the house because she's in two different outfits. So these are two different occasions. The wall situation is one occasion because her hair is different as well. That's one occasion of her climbing the wall with a ladder. And she's lucky she didn't fall, child. Cause that it don't look sturdy. I don't think she locked it. Don't think she locked it. The question is, if she used the ladder, how did she get out? Who helped her over the wall to get back out? So again, it's two different times. This is nighttime of her coming over there on the door to get in. But again, no tea or shade of it all. Erica, this isn't a good look. And it not being a good look, this again does not mean that Safaree is an innocent victim bystander and ain't never did shit. It just means him saying she be on some bullshit is true. Him saying she is violent is true. Him saying in front of our kids she's aggressive and violent towards me is true. Him saying she won't leave me alone is true. You know, if he say in front of my kids, I'm trying to not have this interaction with her at pick up or drop off, so I don't want to go to her house. If I can't get my kids, I'm not going to her house and she can't come to mine. You know, but seeing her again, child, clear the table and knock the shit off with her daughter. Right? What if it played the daughter? I don't know. The book bag did almost knocked the daughter over. And again, then leaving with the kids no shoes, and that's it. So again, we don't see. Now the Get Your Gotcha was before Safaree put up his 30-minute I'm not a deadbeat baby daddy video. Hours before that, Erica was on her stories. And because I like doing things for y'all,
I mentions this.
I have it all, okay? Erica in her stories was talking. Now, this is why I feel like Erica knew he had that footage. Something lets me know that she was trying to get ahead of what he was going to post. And it's the thing. To me, like we said before, she probably is responding to something he did. However, the times we seen Mel and Martell fighting, the kids was never there. The kids, the time where Martell showed Mel coming after him, the kids was gone somewhere else. That's why I said you can be pissed at someone poking you, but usually the mama don't want the kids seeing that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm not even saying, again, I'm pretty sure as far as it was on some bullshit or whatever, okay? However, at the same time, Erica still did that's wrong. Because what we see her doing is her doing that and acting that way in front of her children. Had that been her acting like that without the kids there, that's for sure people, whatever. Back and forth in it. You know what I'm saying? You can't back and forth it in front of your children. But this is what she said in her stories.
This morning, I've come across a few comments stating, I don't feel sorry for her. She chose him. Why would you feel sorry for me? Since I've gotten on the scene in my late teens, I've been able to make a name for myself, and it's not because of who I dated or any type of affiliation.
That's not true. Has Erica Mena created a lane for herself? She has. However, it was attached to her being on Love and Hip Hop, fucking around Rich. It was about her. The reason she was on the show was because her baby daddy was a dude from Terror Squad. Okay. She then was fucking around with Sin. Okay. I think eventually she booked a name because then she was Love and Hip Hop Erica Mena. But I still feel like for a long time, her storylines was her and who she was fucking around with.
It's because of me, whether I've made mistakes.
The same way Safaree storyline is him and Nicki Minaj.
Mistakes, not knowing any better at the time, or whether I've accomplished things. Like, everything that is under Erica Mena came from me. Literally from me. And I gotta say, I've come a long way.
If you say so.
Like, music videos, like that era, you know, reality TV, now I'm doing movies. Like, I've been able to do the damn thing.
And congrats, because again, she be on Tubi or whatever. So I do want to say for her, she has come a long way from being, you know, doing the videos or whatever, to her being an actual person doing stuff outside of videos. Okay, so I don't want to knock her because she's making money elsewhere. So yes, I want to make sure that is acknowledged. Okay, I'm not a hater.
And I'm about to have my own show. That all came from me. Don't feel sorry for me. I've been doing very well. No need to feel sorry for me. Now, if you want to feel the embarrassment that I might be feeling because I'm a human, and if you're human, I'm sure, you know, you can kind of understand where I'm going with that, then yeah, that's one thing. You know, I'm human. There's moments where we are embarrassed. If anything, be embarrassed with me, because shit. Look what I've been dealing with. And there's so much that, honestly, the world doesn't even know.
And again, this was on her stories about 11 hours ago. So this could also be what Safaree was replying to a little bit. So the stuff she's saying, she said it before this video that he put out.
But anyway, back to the comment. I chose him. Do y'all forget? I was chased for 3 years. And I wasn't budging.
I mean, you budged. You budged. You're married. You got pregnant twice. Like, when someone says you picked him, it still means if a crackhead chases me, they will keep chasing. I will never accept defeat of a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like if someone chased you for 3 years, eventually you did pick them because you accepted, you said, okay, cool, I thank you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Him chased you 3 years, which is a child, him being a stalker.
Like, Mofo had to go through my friends and my family just to get me to reply in a text, let alone give him any type of chance. And then when I did, so then the chance was finally given. And behind closed doors, when I finally started to get this chance, this individual was actually doing this whole PR rant, claiming he wanted to be married and have kids. So I was seeing the outside actions he was projecting, and then I was engaging in the chance I was giving, and boy, did he come hard. So it kind of matched, you know, and I was like, you know what? Anywho, the chance was given, and life took its course. Before you knew it, he was popping the question. And
meaning you chose him, because if someone asks you to marry them, you have to choose either yes or no. You know, if he did not have your number, but he got to you through your friends, eventually you say, hey, friends, yes, give him my information. So I don't feel like her defense is as if, well, I didn't really pick him, he picked me. Well, you accepted the choice of him picking you. And that's just true too, child.
Because this person went so hard, it was like hard not to believe. You know? Anywho.
A part of me feel like, Safaree probably wanted marriage and a kid. Sure. However, once the hard work turn on from it, you don't like, I want to own a home. I do. However, the hard work in owning a home, if the radiator break, if the central air go out, if it's all on you. People always say it is hard owning and maintaining and taking care of a home. The same way you may want it. It looks nice and pretty. Oh, a baby, a marriage. It looks so pretty. But you then have to like your wife. You have to raise the kid. So I think he possibly did want those things because it's fun. It's all fun until the rabbit got the gun.
This is another comment that I kind of have to address. Well, you gave him a second baby. Okay. Let me get on that. So I absolutely have to speak on this whole you gave him a second baby thing.
I mean, the second baby is here, ma'am. So the second baby is here.
Let's just state facts real quick. With King, my firstborn son, I had no idea I was pregnant until 5 months. I was getting my period, no symptoms at all. And yeah, 5 months pregnant. Had no idea. Years later, I get pregnant with Legend. Now, granted, yes, me and him were having issues, you know, after me having Sapphire, but we were still married and we were still going through that roller coaster of trying to fix our marriage. So with that process comes makeup sex a lot. Anywho, I went for my yearly checkup with Dr. Jackie, and boy, can she vouch for this because I...
Child, not Dr. Jackie.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get thrown into it?
Don't blame Dr. Jackie.
Still to this day have this video. I went for my annual checkup and I was flat, no stomach, no symptoms. I actually just finished my period. And I go for my checkup. Dr. Jackie, pulling you in for this one. Because this was actually a very memorable day, I'm sure, for both of us. Anywho, she walks in, because I definitely peed in that cup, which came up positive, obviously, for pregnancy. Behind her comes this monitor to check my belly. And I was thrown off, but anywho, she asks me if I wanted to know the good news or the bad news. And of course I wanted the good news, and that's when she broke it to me. You're pregnant. And you're months and months and months pregnant. No way.
So if you just told us that with your first child, your oldest son, that when you were pregnant with him, you did not find out until you were 5 months, which means you can't be surprised that this time with your child, that the son with her and Safaree, this is the same thing. How you shocked when the same thing happened the first time you were pregnant? So you not shocked because you already experienced that. Clearly, your body, when you're pregnant, is different. So you can still get periods when you're pregnant. So how you shocked?
I just had my period. Boy, did she put that monitor on my stomach, and Legend was there, full face, hand. I still have the video.
Just like your first, you just said the same thing happened with your first son. So I don't get how she's essentially shocked.
He was grown. So to clarify me hiding pregnancy, when I found out, a week later he found out. So it wasn't. So yeah, I didn't go all that time hiding that I was pregnant on purpose. I didn't even know I was pregnant. Literally had no idea. So as far as me giving him a second baby, no, God gave me a second baby, which actually is my third baby. And God does everything for a reason.
God said, girl.
Now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get thrown into it?
God said.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Don't blame me.
So to be scrutinized for how things happen in my life, especially the blessing of having children, is pretty kind of weak. But I mean, you guys scrutinize me every day, calling me bitter because I call things out. But it's not even like I call these things out. You guys seen this individual literally dance his life away in Jamaica while his last born was in the ICU. Sorry, NICU. NICU. The label came from his own actions. I didn't have to speak on it. But, so yeah, and let's also, let's keep it funky. I didn't give the DB name. You guys did. I mean, you guys saw it all play out for yourselves on TV. Like, he didn't hide it. You guys labeled it, and it was fitting, so, I just went along with it, because it's the truth. But anyway, don't feel sorry for me. I made it through postpartum, heartbreak, and, all he has to do is go to the school and pick them up. Never has to make contact with me, but chooses not to, because apparently the school he helped me pick out, by the way, is too far for him to come drive. Mind you, everything in Florida is about 30 minutes away, but that's too far. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. So yeah, I just wanted to clarification of those things. Yeah, I can't complain though, honestly. Us women, we make it work, man. If I ain't got childcare, those kids are definitely on set with me. And if you follow me, I don't play. If I gotta have my kids on set shooting movies with me, they are with me. Like, nothing has stopped this motion. Could it be easier if this individual chimed in and just took his weekly parenting time days? Of course. But,
Now, again, this was before Safaree's video, and Safaree was saying, I don't get them as often because she wants me to come get them from her house. I don't want to go to her house. I don't want to be near her because, again, she's volatile or whatever. So he's making it seem as if I don't go get them because she refuses to meet me, somewhere mutually so that I don't have to come to her space.
It does or doesn't. The world is still going to go around while he, dances and, takes care of another man's children by lacing them with Rolexes.
Not bringing up Marla Negra children, because y'all know on the show he brought Marla Negra daughter's Rolexes for the birthday, and they were supposed to messing around or whatever. So her point is he helping her raise her kids because the daddy ain't around, but he not here for his own kids.
But Mrs. Otto, because I know this individual so well, I guess apparently now they have like a YouTube or something. How much you want to bet? It's going to try to do a whole YouTube.
Again, she had this up, child, way earlier in the morning, and now her saying why she does a YouTube.
To give his pathetic reasons on why and if and dope and cuz and with his mama rooting for him in the back. I have a feeling that's why these antics are kind of partaking right now as we speak.
So that's what she was saying earlier today. Yeah, Erica has a 16-year-old son that I feel like we've seen him on Love and Hip Hop maybe once or twice when she first was on the show, but not anything to where it's anything recent, not at all. I'm trying to pull back up my IG because again, she posted a couple of more things on the matter. So, since the YouTube video went up, he was at the wedding. But he's never on camera. So she, of course, no comments are allowed. She put this newfound YouTuber using kids and both its exes you have violated, gaslit, and provoked to the ugliest end for YouTube views. This all happened in 2023. The so-called restraining order he's talking about, he tried to get was in 2024 and very out the blue. And that was after his attempt to try and get back with me in May of 2024. The sick part about it is that the videos he's posting was all in 2023. The one of me being enraged was because he violated my body. What does that mean? She said he violated my body. Wait. The one of me being enraged was because he violated my body. I wanted answers on why he would put my health in jeopardy, but he's not admitting that part. So I'm assuming she means he was probably fucking somebody else and maybe gave her an STD. I do feel like saying a person violated your body can mean different things. But her also adding she was asking him why we put my health in jeopardy, meaning me and you doing it and you doing so people are like, why I do that? I would never fuck Safaree unprotected. I would never bang that man with no condom at all. You're a slut. If you know how he is, I don't have an issue with I don't have an issue with a wife and husband still fucking or whatever, but we're gonna use condoms. Okay. He's also not admitting that he had to drop his fake restraining order because of the evidence I had, which I have not posted yet, was in my home, begging me in front of our kids on his knees, literally in front of our kids, to take him back. That evidence proof along would cause him losing the entire filing. Okay. Why were you repeatedly coming to my home in May 2024 crying in my Ring camera for me to let you in if you're so traumatized by me? You have been gaslighting me for years, and when I react, you're so quick to make it happen in your home so that you can record me. It isn't ironic anymore. This is my question. Okay, so you say he do stuff in his house so that you can react on camera, but I mean, when you climb the fence, though, the fence climb would be crazy to me in general. Okay. And again, I do feel like if he's begging you to get back with him, that isn't violent. That's just pathetic, truthfully. Okay. I do feel like it's a difference between someone you saying, oh, he's begging us, begging me to get back with him. He's begging me and our kids, versus you being pissed and enraged in front of your children. To me, those are just two different things. You've been plotting this whole video, which is why all of a sudden you now want to be a YouTuber. You have been purposefully trying to make me have financial burdens by not doing your part when it comes to the kids, so much you have went months without paying child support until I had to get the actual department of child support to start taking my support out of your bank account directly. He has been quiet all this time because the truth of it is he couldn't deny any of the truth. He's now talking because he can edit and put together last year's torment together and edit up to make it seem like what he has been doing behind closed doors is valid. This man, by choice, missed his daughter's birthday last year and showed up to his only son's birthday this year empty-handed. Why is it you're making what you don't do for your kids about me? You have put me through enough and want to admit to that, which is okay. But honestly, what's your excuse for absence when it comes to the kids? You had them in July, picked them up on a Friday, put them right into a summer camp. And mind you, only had them until the following Tuesday, which means those days you actually had with your kids, you weren't even trying to spend time with them. You put them in camp that I was never informed of, just so you can go about your life for those days. All of a sudden, he's a YouTuber and wants to be honest with the world bullshit. This whole shit was planned by him. I'm not surprised. Like, he went around showing videos of his ex after causing so much trauma in that relationship. Good night. Leave Nikki out of it. Her bringing up summer camp. I feel like if it's his week with the kids, and if he chooses to put the kids in summer camp, so I feel like when it's her time with the kids, if you chose to put them in summer camp, so I do feel like if the one parent has the kids for that time, as long as the kids are safe and having a good time, you can't micromanage and say, hey, well, if you had the kids for 4 days, you can't put them in summer camp. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm not, girl. So it do feel like they're both on some bullshit, Erica and Safaree. But look, I'm still gonna say her saying the videos in 2023. So when it was from, don't matter to me. She then sent this text was sent by him in May of 2024 saying, not gonna lie, whenever I die, I want it to be with you. I don't want to live without you. Cha. What up? Let me know when you see this. Trying to send you some info. Just want to make sure you're the right person. It's just, child, I am over it. I am over it. Oh my God. At the end of the day, I just feel like, one, leave Nicki out of it. Nicki Minaj has nothing to do with you and Safaree. That's part one. Part two, we all felt like those was his versions of what happened between y'all, that he is not perfect at all. However, I still feel like no one should act violently towards the other person and what period. But you damn sure should not do it in front of the kids. And the thing about it is, if this was last year, that means the kids were even younger when it happened. So I feel like the excuse for it can't be when he made me mad. Cool. Beat his ass one-on-one. My issue will always be, please don't do that shit in front of your kids. Period. Period, Pooh. Please do not do that shit in front of your children. And at the end of the day, that is what I will never ignore it, simply because he's male and she's female. Period. Both Safaree and Erica are both petty and childish, gets on our nerve. However, if Erica, if you have proof of him being an asshole in front of your children, please post it. Please post it. Because he was smart. He showed you being a crazy person in front of y'all children.